Hi, thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope everyone is doing really well. I follow a lot of eating disorder recovery support groups and accounts on like Instagram and Facebook and other social medias. It's kind of just for inspiration, stay up to date. Some groups post like events, local groups and stuff, so I can just kind of follow. I never really attend because they don't really work with my schedule, but I like to know that things are happening, and if I can support, organizations and groups like that, I try. People can write in blog posts, and I don't read that often. I probably read 1 out of 100 blog posts, but every so often I'll read a headline or a title that resonates with me and I want to read more. Things catch my eye, and of course they're always posting, inspirational little quotes or posts and pictures and things just to like keep people motivated, help people feel not so alone, all that very, very good stuff. Every so often I will scroll along and come across a post that I'm just like, this is on an eating disorder recovery page. Either A, it has nothing to do with eating disorders or recovery in any way, shape, or form, or B, it has to do with it, but it feels like it's kind of catering to the more common standpoint on things, on like body image and stuff, like current perspective. I definitely know that what I'm going to talk about today is not the status quo. It's controversial, whatever. People are not going to like probably what I have to say about what I came across. And that's okay. What I'm responding to can be damaging. I saved the image, but I do not recall what account it's from. I think it was from Eating Disorder Recovery Group, support group. And here's what it said. It's okay to get fat, be fat, stay fat in eating disorder recovery. Being fat doesn't make your recovery less valid. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Being fat doesn't make your recovery less valid. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. True. I feel like what they mean is it's okay to gain weight in eating disorder recovery. In fact, you should. You need to learn how to manage your emotions around the fact of gaining weight and navigate through the weight gaining process and learning healthy ways of maintaining a healthy weight. They're using the word fat because the word fat is a fear word. People in eating disorder recovery, people who have an eating disorder, are very fearful of not just the concept of becoming fat or the state of being fat. The word itself does trigger a emotional response within people. So they're using the word fat to trigger people, to catch your eye. They're using it to teach people that this is an okay word. It's not negative. Purposefully staying within an unhealthy physical state is not eating disorder recovery. Staying emaciated, malnourished, severely underweight in eating disorder recovery is impossible. That is one side of the spectrum, emaciation. Fatness is on the other side. You are trading one eating disorder for another. You are throwing out the ability to listen to your body. Your body is designed to keep you within a healthy state as long as you listen to it, honor it, and respect it. Overeating on purpose for emotional coping, overeating past your body's capacity is an eating disorder. It's called binge eating. Whether you come from a starvation background or a binging background or whatever background of eating disorder you come from, trading that for another eating disorder and an unhealthy medical situation, that's not recovery. There are multiple aspects of recovery, but if we're in this sense, we are focusing on the physical weight aspect. Your goal should not be from one extreme to another. It should be maintaining a balanced and neutral health center. That means reaching a healthy weight, and in some cases, yes, surpassing it, because sometimes that is necessary. I'm not preaching thinness because that goes against everything that recovery is. It's not about preaching thinness or fatness. It's about health. It's about coming to a mentally healthy place and a physically healthy place. Being fat implies you are not in a physically healthy state of living. It implies medical and health risks. You can be at a higher weight and still be healthy. Your organs and everything can still be functioning optimally, and you can live a happy, healthy life at a higher weight. They chose to use the word fat. Fat implies farther than that. And I might be wrong, and I'm totally willing to say that I could be wrong in this, and that I am reading into this way too much. But this caught my eye, it triggered something in my brain, and why would anyone post anything if they aren't looking for a reaction? That's the thing. You post something online for the whole world to see. You're looking for a reaction. You know, people post all the time saying, I'm just trying to start a conversation. Well, here's the conversation you've started. A big part of me really wants to be wrong and say that they are not posting this to encourage overweight, obesity, and saying it's okay to be unhealthy in recovery from something that is severely unhealthy. And everyone can read this. Some people can just pass over it. Some people are going to stop, read it, and then pass over it. Other people are going to study it. People are going to live by it, and you're going to get a reaction, positive and negative. And just because someone reads this like me and is completely like, what are you saying? Like, explain to me, what are you saying? I need to understand. While I am a very rational and logical thinking person, and this took me to like fearing fat, becoming fat even more, because I do not want to be fat, okay? I want to be healthy. And science tells us being fat typically isn't healthy. But then you have this in a recovery support group saying that it's okay. And that's not okay. It's okay to gain weight. It is acceptable. You are valuable whether you gain weight or not, as long as you are taking steps to overcome your eating disorder so you can live a more fulfilling life and be free of the chains and the cage that an eating disorder puts you in. As long as you are making wise and healthy choices and steps forward, if you gain weight, okay, fine, moving on, you know? But I think it's really important that this very simple post, this very simple sentence sparked quite a conundrum within my mind. There's got to be one other person who feels the same way as me. This is not hate. This is not me pointing the finger and saying, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm just looking at things with a more critical eye to draw attention to it, to start that conversation. And sometimes conversations are debates. Sometimes conversations are lively discussions. I'm not trying to debate anyone. I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to be negative or hateful or undermine anyone's recovery or thought process or anything at all. I am not. I truly am not. I am here to encourage and support and to give my perspective, and this is the perspective that has led me to make healthier choices. You don't need to think like me, you don't need to be like me, you don't need to do what I do, but I'm going to share my process and my journey. Just like I resonate with other people's journeys, not the whole thing, but certain aspects, maybe someone will resonate with me and we'll start talking and there'll be a conversation and it will encourage and propel both of us forward. If you totally, completely disagree with me, hate what I have to say on this subject, please let me know in the comment section below. I want to hear the other side. I want to hear the thought process behind it from the other side. So please share this video to maybe someone else saw the post, or I'll have the post in here. So please tell me what you think. If you agree, if you disagree, your perspective on it, please share that with me. I would love to hear all sides of it because I'd like to understand. I truly do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you totally hate what I have to say, you can give it a thumbs down. That is fine as well. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And a big, big thank you to everyone who has subscribed thus far. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye!